Just and fair delimitation. JFD opposes agreement being considered to conduct census separately by Kuki officials in Kuki-dominated areas, by Meitei officials in Meitei areas, and by Naga officials in Naga areas. Acknowledging opposition's concerns of a hindrance in developmental works due to delay in urban local body election, Chief Minister Yumnam Khemchand says efforts underway to conduct urban local body polls soon. And House unanimously passed demands for grant amounting to 1,258 crore 86 lakh 94,000 rupees for several departments on last day of the 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly's 7th session. Hello and welcome to Impact News. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin. I'm KANEL SHAMBANDURAM, bringing you the top stories and latest news at this hour. Now the news in details. Supporters of campaigned for just and fair delimitation to try to storm the Directorate of Census Operations at the Porompat today, demanding identifications of illegal immigrants before census exercise in Manipur. The protest began around noon with participants arriving from Soibam Laikai, Nongoibung and Kongpal areas. However, security forces led by Imphalis SP blocked the groups at multiple points, including Porompat Crossing and Kongpal, the Irengpham. Later, delegations of 18 representatives from the protesters were allowed to meet the officials of the Directorate of Census, where they held discussions regarding their demands. Speaking to media after the meeting, JFD convener Jitendra Ningomba said officials informed them that arrangements are being considered to conduct the census separately by Kuki officials in Kuki-dominated areas, by Meitei officials in Meitei-dominated areas, and by Naga officials in Naga-dominated areas. He expressed concern that such an approach would not ensure a fair and accurate census, citing ongoing ethnic tensions between the communities. He further urged the government, particularly the home departments, to hold the process of a census exercise under the current circumstances. The JFD warned that it will continue democratic protests if its concerns are not addressed, while appealing to the public to remain united and cautious.
Singtam Changnaba Yadriba, community and Changnaba Yadriba, highway hung the Basida, Adu the Karamba, community in Salaga, I could to Sampuda, Moreda, Kampopida, Karam community Salaganda, Natraka Tampata, Karam Kambamina, Illuminator, Supervisor, Oigatake, Hibamatanda, Madudi, my Jati in the Tiragani, Hibagi, Wapamne, Kukina Kukitiba, Nagara Nagatiba, Matina Matiti Bagi, Polishidum de Pekang, Masina, Maram Orakan, the campaign committee in Lausari, High Riba, Hantaki Mikotiba house listing Amazon, population enumeration. Just and a fear or a roy.
Miana, Lady Batum, make up Topiro, Miam, make up Tokumatam, Summa, saying but Tungi, Tungamaka, for Mirolama, Honga with them, Equi, Tabakara, Sansin Matota, I have with default of the Favoda, Mito conductive over the Equi, something.
Acknowledging opposition's concerns that developmental works have been hindered due to the delay in urban local body election, Chief Minister Yumnam Khemchand assured that efforts are underway to conduct the polls at the earliest. He was responding to policy cut motions raised by opposition MLA K. Megachandra today during the 7th and last sitting of the 7th session of the 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly. Chief Minister Yumnam Khemchand said the matter of holding ULB elections has been taken up at the cabinet leveled by the present government after the president's ruled period. He further informed that the Hild Area Committee has been directed to send recommendations for conduction's Autonomous District Council ADC election, adding that scheduling of elections also depend on the Election Commission of India. The Chief Minister noted that factors such as reservation timelines may affect scheduling, but assured the House that elections will be held soon. On the urban development, Khemchand highlighted ongoing works including drainage upgrades, road improvement in areas like Singjumai, Kaisamthong, Thangmaiban and Gas School and smart city projects such as mall roads and riverfront development. He also said a new waste to energy project worth 33 crore rupees has been proposed with funding support from the donor ministry, while the tenders are under process to address waterlogging issues due to overflowing of Naganala.
Election tawdabagi grant kari da mangjab leibam yam na sakhoi pathinge di kisu kalningai leite handaki sarkar se lapuga khoi ani subadara ahan badara cabinet ta puthok sabani even ADC ki su moju recommendation piro haidna thajagi election commission ki advice changbani na koi examination time rainy season adu da leibagi hek matam aina house da lepadi langado male do yam tuna tongna tawjage haraga khawai khrase thamjaraganda koi karmasan je handop yuni request tawjani honorable nahisi ai yoina dum jajani tawdo election commission da tang depend tawda ya da sulaiba election process vote governing decision duga akoina decision of pisale su examination period kumba he waramba yam rainy season bu waragadi mo use suggestion lakparina adugi matang din thamjari do duga Jik thambigi ba municipal corporation ki di why visit payments na yam ko orop tawre to kan bel memori ba local body ku tarusi honorable member na heavy yam sumi but yam serious concern na no toxin jari
Has warned authorities to halt the ongoing urban road and drainage upgrade works in Greater Imphal being carried out by Public Works Department (PWD) as implementing agency under the Manipur Urban Road Drainage and Asset Management Improvement Project. Press note from the outfit signed by its PRO Lamyanba Kuman Chinkai Nganba imposes restrictions on the further constructions of rigid pavement, cement, concrete roads and drainage systems. It alleged lack of quality and accountability in the execution of the project, which is reportedly funded through loans from the Asian Infrastructure Investment Bank. The project includes constructions of a 655-kilometer drainage network, 483 kilometers of concrete roads and 64 kilometers of riverbank roads. The statement further directs the 5 companies engaged in the project to approach the outfit within 5 days for clarification. Responding to the question raised by opposition to MLA TH Lokeshwar in connection with the dredging of Iroyotpi Marin under Pukhao Gram Panchayat, Chief Minister Yunam Khemchand, who is also taking charge of Water Resources Department, informed that works for restorations of Iroyotpi streams spanning 4.5 kilometers is being taken up by 4 contractors in 4 separate parts. So far, 2-kilometer stretch has been completed. Works order for the project worth 8 crore rupees was issued and named available on the government records. Chief Minister Khemchand said he does not need to clarify when certain associations seek information regarding the said project. He informed that details of the project will be made available to all the House members. Opposition to MLA Samt Megachandra raised concern over alleged irregularities in various government departments, questioning the functioning of vigilance and anti-corruption departments during the budget session of Manipur Legislative Assembly, while moving a cut motions on the demand for grant for vigilance and anti-corruption department. Megachandra alleged that the department has failed to effectively handle corruption-related cases. He further claimed that even the case filed by elected representative is being neglected, raising doubt over the department's efficiency. The MLA pointed out that the department has the authority to take up suo motu cases against corruptions in different departments and questioned whether it was fulfilling its mandate. He also sought to know if the department itself was free from corruption, urging intervention from the Chief Minister. Responding to the concern, Chief Minister Yumnam Khemchand clarified that due process in such cases, including verification, preliminary inquiries and registration of FIR, requires time. He also cited manpower constraint arising from prolonged crisis in the state as a factor causing delay. The Chief Minister assured the House that the complaint raised by Megachandra would be examined and that necessary actions would be taken accordingly. Manipur Legislative Assembly today passed demand for grant amounting to 1,258 crore 86 lakh 94,000 rupees for 7 departments. The departments includes municipal administration, housing and urban development, public health engineering, vigilance and anti-corruption, state excise, sales tax and other taxes on commodities and services, along with fire protection and control and home guards. The demands were passed unanimously after detailed discussions and voting, with both ruling and opposition MLAs participating in the deliberations. Proceeding of the last sitting of 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly 7th session was briefly disrupted this afternoon after a mild earthquake tremor was felt across the state. Speaker Thokchom Sachibata adjourned the House for about 5 minutes as members reacted to the sudden tremor. Disruptions occurred during discussions on demand for grant when opposition MLK Megachandra was raising issues related to housing schemes and urban local bodies. Several members appeared momentarily panicked, with Megachandra alerting fellow legislators about the tremor. In a lighter movement, the MLA remarked that the tremor might have been triggered by his line of questioning during a brief amusement in the House. Responding to the situation, the Speaker termed it a good sign before proceeding resumes shortly after. Families of Chingkamd Malimnganba from the Kakching Tejpur Awang Laikai claimed his lifeless body today following the arrest of an accused in connection to the case and assurance of authorities. It may be mentioned that the police arrested a person in connection to the murder. His body had been kept at Janim's mortuary. Family members and a representative of Joint Action Committee claimed his body today afternoon for performing last rites. Speaking to newsperson, family members of the deceased informed that the decisions to claim the body was taken in light of the assurance provided by police, local MLA Dr. Y. Radhesham and authorities to deliver justice in the incident. Family members also informed that authorities assured to arrest everyone involved in the killing and give befitting punishment. Moreover, authorities gave the assurance to give aid to the victim's family. Family members also warned that failure to carry out these agreements will result in intense agitations. Information shot under the Right to Information Act regarding schemes and assistance provided to internally displaced persons in Vishnupur district has reportedly been denied. An RTI application filed on February 11th with SPIO of Vishnupur Deputy Commissioner shot details on relief camps, names and locations of IDPs, schemes and programs implemented and financial assistance including direct benefit transfer record, sanctioned orders and utilization certificates. However, authorities declined to furnish the information, citing provisions under various sections of the Right to Information Act. The move has raised concern as similar information related to IDP relief camps has reportedly been shared by authorities in other districts. The applicant has questioned the lack of transparency, stating that such information should be available under voluntary disclosure norms. Meanwhile, the applicant is likely to file an appeal before the first appellant authority under the Right to Information Act, seeking justice for denial of the requested information. Lamla MLK Chibomcha calls upon the public to extend support to government's efforts in restoring peace in Manipur. He made the appeal during the inaugurations of a newly constructed community hall at Faknung Awang Laikai today. Organized by Laningtho Faurayang Managing Committee. Speaking on the occasion, MLA Ibomcha highlighted the challenges faced in carrying out developmental works due to prolonged crisis in the state. He stressed that restoration of peace is essential for ensuring steady progress and development. Central Working Committee of Tangkhul Naga Foothill Organizations condemned state government's decisions to hand over the case of killing of 2 individuals in firing in Ukhrul district on March 11th to the NIA. Press note from the committee also demand immediate withdrawal of the FIR lodged against Sankasar at Kangpopi police station by Wand Lungland Guite. Now it's time for a small commercial break. After the break, we bring you news on 46th Realization Month 2026 observance, which begin today. We'll be back with details after the break. Until then, keep watching Impact News.
Miron mangamdaba hanna abortion chatpa chahi thengni yom panba chup phunba nupagi asonda leibana angang oiba ngamdaba singidamak maipakpi fertility center with IVF na khudongchaba kaya pizari haukiba chahi anida IVF success rate 60% leikhi appointment ki damak call tobirau.
Welcome back after the break. You're watching Primetime English Bulletin, and moving on with our bulletin. Observance of the 46th Realization Month 2026 begin today under the theme Realize to Save the Indigenous People of Manipur. The month-long program will continue till April 17. The inaugural function was jointly organized by All Manipur Students Union and Manipur University Students Union at Manipur University. Speaking on the sideline, MSU President Lukram Malangba said the observance commemorates Potsangbam Premananda and the Huidrom Roshan, who lost their lives along with many others who were injured during the movement of the 1980s demanding the identification and deportations of illegal immigrants. He expressed concern that agreement reached in 1980 and 1984 were not fully implemented, adding that the situation has worsened over time, with many indigenous people now feeling displaced following the May 3, 2026 conflict. Highlighting the growing relevance of the observance, he said MSU, in collaboration with MUSU, is organizing a series of activities throughout the month. Key programs includes essay competitions, symposiums and cultural exchange initiatives across schools and academic institutions aimed at promoting unity and strengthening ties among indigenous communities.
Chani chagi yum the ningtina layu from the Nakui Latina lay pure malapasida and the Peggy relation days no Makapuri Mahuta, Tapumamas in the Tongan, academic discoursing, a Kang Ahimam Tanaramatun that high but pitching you, Maranda, Akui Manipur, Lamdam to the lady, but my Maggie more Tonto point, I say competition, debating competition, symposium, Simakamasilamatun, Navagi, the Makaikan Culture and Exchange Program, Simi Tamipune Himina, we walk alone, and put a Kundari, Kawu Pudimapune Himina, and have you walk alone the Swipina. Mamasu Pangtok Seragani, Aduga, Tabumamasuna, Pangtok was the Pangtok financing, Mayamadu, Kunsandar Matunga, Kari, lower the Gahab to put the Kanara Matunga, Ihoma, Sanction of the same like that.
Dhanamantri University Imphal today hosted a workshop on unpacking plastic, highlighting the growing danger of plastic pollution on environment, living being and human society. Indigenous Prospective Center for Financial Accountabilities and Department of Environmental Science, Dhanamantri University, organized a workshop bringing together government officials, members of civil society organization, NGOs and individuals affected by waste dumping. Speaking on the sideline, Indigenous Perspective Coordinator Ram Wankai Rakpam said the initiative aims to identify measures to curb plastic use at the grassroots level through a collaborative platform. He noted that plastics are primarily derived from petroleum-based industries and stressed the need to understand and pursue legal actions against illegal plastic manufacturing needs.
Universities platforms unpack plastics series trial university Singapore government collaborative platform multi-stakeholder process.
Speaking to media, Head of Environment Science Department at the Dhanamantri University, Dr. Narim Sarita, highlighted the worsening widespread societal impact of plastic pollution. She observed that despite growing awareness, decisive action to ban plastic use remains lacking. Dr. Sarita warns that plastic not only degrade the environment but also break down into microplastics, which enter the food chains and harm the human body, potentially causing various illnesses. She called for stronger measures, including banning plastic use to safeguard future generations.
Microplastic issues Kangakanda, a quick Doguni, those Ikitasina, Magi, Toleva findings, already, a quick the Yoromani habits may be confirmed the tire. And Yore Kanga confirms the tire powder with action of the low of the percent. Senior ironies. So I do know, I see Yore Kangi, Harigadi, plastic manufacturer, government policies, accountability. I have a monitoring the order of Kangus in a section in a sea, let the target a quick comedy, a quick plasticky roll on the Quilinum Lucian Raga, with a mining.
11 State Forest Service of the Manipur cadet have been promoted to Indian Forest Service. They are Dr. Laisang Themd, J.C. Lee, Napoleon Rongmei, Wycombe Roma Bai Laistrom Gitla as Eld Nyang Tian Hoi Mahamuda Begum Ilangbam Nirmala Chanu, Dr. Rebecca Soibam Chanu, Jingfil Hing Kipgent, Dr. John Shah and Vani Chong sanctioned Government of India. Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change yesterday issued an order approving the selected list for promotion from State Forest Service after Manipur cadets to the Indian Forest Service for the select list year 2023. Daichiro Professional Skills Academy marked its first foundation day today with a function held at the public library hall in Uripok Sorbontingel Imphal. Noted educationist Hawam Chandra Bala, licensed clinical psychologist Dr. Krishna Yumnam, certified soft-skilled trainer Suraj Kongbantabam and Uripok Apunbalut President Soramt Tikendrajit attended the event along with students and their parents. Speaking on the occasion, Academy Director Sashi Priya Potsangam highlighted the institution's objective of nurturing confidence and discipline among students while instilling communication, character and essential life skills through experts' guidance. She also raised concern over the growing lack of quality time between parents and children, as well as increasing dependence on mobile phones and digital media, which she said adversely impacts child development. On the occasion, she announced the launch of Skilled Nest After School Club aimed at engaging both students and parents starting today.
Daichiro Professional Skills Academy haidana koigi angang young age tagi hauraga koigi job seeker kangu boki koigi training program matawzari koigi skills haitare takpa academy ma oidoini aduga ngasi je koigi first foundation day sida haitare koigi skillness after school club haidana koigi working parents ing da target tawjaba koigi angang jing school hala aba matungda life skills amadi beyond the academic khatang natana academic se support tawba amadi koigi life skills confidence building the manner, discipline, duna chingba takpa project amasung asi launch tawzabani.
Relief materials were provided over to affected families of Laimaram, the Waroching village, whose houses were damaged in the recent hails and heavy rainstorms. During the relief initiative, IRCS Vishnupur District Branch President and Vishnupur DC Pooja Langbam hand over tarpaulins to affected families. Janata Dal United Manipur unit congratulates Nitish Kumar on being elected as Rajya Sabha member. Press note from the President JDU Manipur KSH evidence said Nitish Kumar will bring experience of many years and knowledge of policy making and administrations to the Rajya Sabha and provide much needed leadership in the Rajya Sabha in shaping debates and deliberations on issues of national importance. All Manipur United Clubs Organization Damuko extended warm greetings to all the Manipuris following Sanama Hijams on the Eid of Sajbu Nongmapan Bachirawa, which will be celebrated on March 19. In a press release, the organization conveyed its wishes for prosperity, peace and tranquility across the state. A Pakistani airstrike on a drug rehabilitation center in Kabul killed at least 400 people and wounded more than 250 last night. Islamabad last month launched a military operation against Afghanistan, accusing the government of sheltering extremist group. The Afghan Taliban government says at least 400 people were killed and about 250 injured in the attack. Islamabad denied having targeted any such facility, saying it has struck military installations and terrorist support infrastructure. Health authorities said there were around 3,000 patients from across Afghanistan at the clinic at the time of a strike, which triggered panic in Kabul just after residents had broken their Delhi Ramadan fast. The Pakistani military regime carried out a strike at approximately 9 p.m. on the Amit Addiction Treatment Hospital, a 2,000-bed facility dedicated to the treatment of drug addictions. Islamabad said that the leadership of a militant group Tehrik-e-Taliban Pakistan TTP, and many of its fighters are based in Afghanistan and dead armed insurgent seeking independence for the southwestern Pakistani province of Balochistan to also use Afghanistan as a safe haven. Now, the news from the world of sports. AMMIM, the YDO Mayang Imphal emerged victorious in today's league matches of the 42nd anniversary of Hairangoi Thong Massacre state-leveled men's open volleyball tournament. The tournament is being organized by All Manipur Volleyball Association under the aegis of Young Men's Development Organization Hairangoi Thong in remembrance of the tragic incidents of March 14, 1984. In the fourth league match played the organization's playground, AMMIM YDO Mayang Imphal defeated DVA Thobal in straight set 25-22, 25-18 and 25-12. AMMIM YDO Mayang Imphal continued strong performance in the fifth league match, overcoming YPC Shock with score of 25-15, 26-24 and 25-18. 17s from various clubs across Manipur are participating in the ongoing tournament. The three league matches are scheduled for tomorrow. Third UNACO Club State-Level Men's Open Hockey Tournaments organized by UNACO Schools commences today at Seo Hockey Field in Singchimai, Wangmakhetri, Laikai. The opening ceremony was attended by Hockey Olympian and former Indian team Vice Captain Kangujam Chinglenchana, Seo President KSS Imocha and the UNACO School Chairman and Irabant, among others. In the opening league match, MPSC registered a convincing 5-0 victory over YCCIC Kontha Ahalub. Altogether, 6 teams from across the state are participating in the tournament. The next 2 league matches are scheduled to be played tomorrow. Speaking at the inaugural function, Olympian K. Jinglen Sena expresses concern over the decline of hockey tournaments in Manipur due to various challenges. He appealed to state governments and relevant authorities to extend support for development and promotions of the sport.
Sahi dum yamjale hogi association da paisa phangdabje kaigino adi hoji association ani je marai tawna dibni na duna paisa state ke through di kaithar pudo kaithar tabana aina khangpuda sahi tara matum pisura mane kaithar dabse jikti mu irang ju thoksale dui matakta sana baije ana mana ina khunbam bok sana de lair ma tane ana mana manipur sana jari jiti rakoi manipur dagi tournament chapaje atoba state ka chapaduga moi player ani ga koi player ga mane haitare paisa gi keno je hojikti irang ju thokpani na flight ta chatab ju jade lupalising tranga de ta daba lupalising tara de ta daba do akoi laita laire da di lising tara je dum yam paisa nga tane duna sarkar gi through de kitang mateng pangbiragati hangang goi hawa.
Well, that's all we have in this bulletin, but before we end, let's take a look at the headlines once again. Just and Fair Delimitation JFDO presses agreement being considered to conduct census separately by Kuki officials in Kuki-dominated areas, by Meitei officials in Meitei-dominated areas and by Naga officials in Naga areas. Acknowledging opposition's concern over hindrance in developmental works due to delay in urban local body selection, Chief Minister Yum Nam Kim Chan says efforts underway to conduct urban local body poll soon. And the House unanimously passes demand for grants amounting to 1,258 crore 86 lakh 94,000 rupees for 7 departments on last day of 12th Manipur Legislative Assembly 7 sessions. Well, thank you so much for being with us. Coming up next is Primetime Manipur Bulletin. In the meantime, have a great evening and always stay safe.
Nungairaba Pausel, Ardos Laboratory Clinical